Well, welcome back to Retired for Life, guys. Today was supposed to be a very wet, rainy day, and it has been for the most part. But we're well into the afternoon now, and we've got a bit of a break. So I'm going to show you what I've got done on the trail so far. But first we have to get by all the turkeys. There's a flock of about 20 that come out here pretty regularly. Let's have a look, see what they're doing. That stinker isn't supposed to be up there. Yeah. And you can see what his weight immediately does, which is tip my feeder over. So they're trying to get inside that feeder. So they're heading off. The ground is so soft, it's still not frozen. And these guys, when they get up on top of things, can still tip this feeder over. Bunch of stinkers. Well, I'll fix that before we head out onto the trail. So I have made quite a bit of progress on this trail, and when I first started it, as you saw from the last video, it went back to about here with a potential clearing farther on. So I've been working away at that to get back to where it gets nasty. So I've got my shovel with me, my favorite rock shovel that's got the tip broken off and has had all sorts of abuse from digging rocks out. So I've got a couple I want to take out here while the ground is still soft. So it is, in a way, a break to be able to get out here and do that before things freeze up again. Now, there's a big one. I can't do anything with that. But there's a couple back here I can get to. So I've been a few days cutting through this. And you can see here where I've been piling up what I've been cutting. So this is all these thorny bushes. And they are thorny. Oh my. I've thrown a few rotten cedar logs on the top there just to weigh it down and keep the pile a little smaller. So there is a few of the rocks that I will get out of here now. Let's go back to as far as I've gotten. So I quit at dark yesterday. And then we'll pick it up again and head back this way, going back in. I think I'm now not more than about 100 feet from the main trail. One of the nice things this has done has brought me down to the bottom of this cedar grove right in here, which I'm going to be harvesting from. Well, I've got the worst of the rocks out now that I'm covered in mud. And it's threatening to rain again. Let's head out and we'll go have a look at my Christmas lights. Oh, the turkeys are back. They're persistent. When they see me, they don't usually go too far. They're hoping that I'm going to come out with more corn for them. So they're just going to stand around and wait. But I'm not ready to put corn out yet. So we'll give them the bum's rush here. And this is where Santa ended up. You saw me working on this on my last video, so I got it all covered up just to keep the ice and stuff off of it while we wait for this weather system to go by. The other thing on this wall are my 2 laser lights. Now these are waterproof lights and everything according to the box, but there is also power transformers there, and I figured having them sit buried in snow is not going to do them any good at all. So I built this box to put the 2 laser projectors in, and that works quite well, protecting them. Oh, there goes the turkeys. They're giving up on me. Stinkers. I'm a little annoyed at them for jumping up and down on top of my bird feeder. Now they've seen me again, they're going to hang around and see if I come back with food. Oh, these guys are spoiled. I threw some more out there for them. And I put some rocks around the bottom of my feeder. We had 4 deer come into the yard the other morning too to feed on the corn. I do love seeing that. Well, the rain is back, but I've got one of my cameras on a very small tripod. I'm going to take it out here and set it in the middle of the turkeys and see if they come back while the camera's running. Pretty interesting. It's quite the group. Let's try another spot. Well, the chickadees don't like my camera being around. These guys sure don't care. Anyway, let's get inside for that hot chocolate. Well, it's another day out on the trail, and it is a brisk one, so I'm up to where I was yesterday, and this is kind of a pretty big point here that I've just hit. So let's continue walking back in here. So I am now actually through the majority of those thorn bushes. Holy mackerel. But I wasn't as far along as I thought I was towards the main trail. A little ways off yet. So the thorn bushes are gone, but I'm into where there is a lot of storm damage and a lot of remnants from the previous logging kind of thing. So I've got a lot to clean up here. So I've got a low spot here, and this is going to become my wood dump site as I clear my way through this. I think I can actually see the trail. Hopefully that's not just wishful thinking, but I think we're getting close. But it is interesting to be back in here for the first time. So what we're going to do at this point is do a little more cleanup of what I have cut so far. Then bring the ATV back in a little farther and continue on. Because there is still a lot of stuff on the ground here that I've got to clean up. But yeah, nice, clear, easy path for the ATV to come in on. I do want to take out this one stump here, which is hopefully rotten enough that I'll be able to pull it out. But the ground is freezing, so the break I had the other day with getting the rocks out and stuff is pretty much finished. We'll see if we get another warm spell or not coming up. But so far, really good progress. I'm very happy to be through those thorn bushes. So let's go have a look at where I've been piling that. So as you can see, there's a lot of brush piled up here. So the plan is to bring my chipper back in here and set it up and grind all of this and then continue on, like just slowly work my way out, bring it back to this point here again and pile it up and then grind it again. Oh boy, it's going to be fun. But the trail work is pretty close to being through for this year, because I think by the looks of things, with the way it's freezing up, I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to get done. But we'll stay at it for as long as we can, as it does feel good to get through this part, and I would really, really love to be able to make it to the main trail. Oh, and the other thing I've done today is I've powered up all the Christmas lights, so tonight everything will come on. So we'll be able to have a look at that, and we'll see how the GoPro does with filming this. All right, let's go in and get some lunch. Well, here we are, guys. I'm not sure how well this will turn out, but we'll give it a try. So you can see the laser Santa Claus up there and the inflated one going. And up on the garden shed, you can see the icicles and the twirling globe and the hanging Santa Claus. Then we've got the lights on the observatory flashing away. And you can see the lights over on the shop as well. Now, as we go into the backyard, you can see the candy canes at the entrance here, and our two rotating globes reflecting up onto the house. And our reindeer and squirrel and gift. And then our lights inside of the barbecue shelter. So that's everything on, and I'm pretty happy with how it all works. Everything is working well. It's not quite dark enough yet for it to really show up well, but I figure it's the only way that we'll be able to capture it on GoPro. Well, we've had quite a bit of snow, and now we're getting rain, and we're supposed to get a real windstorm starting this afternoon. So we're gonna go out and have a look at the trail that I've been cutting. My estimations that I was making a couple of times there, thinking I was within 100 feet of the main trail, was way off. It took a lot more work, but we are there. So let's have a quick look. All right, here we go back in. It's a lot of snow, so we'll see how well we do. So the trail is still pretty narrow. I will have to widen it a little bit. But you can see there's lots of deer tracks along here. They're already taking advantage of the trail. So parts of this are definitely going to be flooded. It'll take a little while for it to dry up to allow me to get back in here in the spring. And I want to clear up a lot of these downed trees and vines and stuff over on this side, because this is where I'm going to be harvesting my cedar from. Okay, so this is it. We made it out to the main trail. Now that going up that hill over there is going to be a little bit slippery today, so we're not going to try that. So I'll go back out the long way. But that's great to finally get it back through here. And like I say, it's going to lead to a real nice place where I can harvest some trees. And there's a few nice ones here that I'm going to take down. And then it's back to clearing that spot with all those thorny brambles, whatever they're called, and getting ready to replant. So that's pretty much going to be it for today's video, and I probably won't be posting a new video until after the Christmas season. We'll get through that. I've got a lot of work to do around the house to prepare for that, more decorations to put up and that type of thing. And I'm just going to take a break from the videos for a little bit. So, thanks very much for watching. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. And we'll see you in the new year.